it's Anya here from OurGabledHome.com, and in today's video I'm going to show you how you can sew very simple pot holders. Now, if you've been following me along on my channel, you might have seen my recent video in which I show you exactly how to make and sew a half apron, because I bought a yard of fabric just in case so that I would have enough fabric and never run out of it. I bought a yard of fabric and I had quite a bit of fabric left over. If you've seen that video, I said that maybe I will sew some pot holders, which is what we're going to do today. So here's my leftover fabric. It's actually quite a bit and it's perfect the way I've cut it. So follow me along into my sewing room so I can show you how easy and beginner-friendly project this is. I recommend you have a hot iron, a measuring tape, scissors, pins, your fabric, some batting, and a sewing ruler. First, I cut the binding, and I'm finding the longest diagonal on my piece of fabric as I can, and I went for about 40 inches and draw a line there, and then I mark 4 inches wide and draw another line. So I want 40 inches by about 4 inches long. If you don't have that length, you can always put 2 pieces of diagonal fabric and sew them together. So here I'm cutting that long piece out. Now I take my hot iron and press that piece in half, which makes cutting a lot easier because I simply cut down that line. So I have 2 pieces that are 2 inches wide. And now I press those pieces again in half, so they're 1 inch wide. And now I fold the edges in and press again, so my piece is 1/2 inch wide. And it takes a bit of time, but it goes pretty quick if you have a hot iron. Now I cut my pieces for the pot holders 8.5 by 8.5, and I folded over that piece of fabric that was really wide at that side, and then I mark off 8.5 by 8.5 for my third piece, cut that out, and I need 1 more piece, 4 pieces all together. So it's always a good idea to try out how they fit on your fabric. Now for the batting, same thing. I take the batting, and here I'm just attaching my cut pieces of fabric because I know that they have the right width. Cut out the batting. If you don't have batting, you can use several layers of fabric. Down the middle. So here I have 2 layers of batting, and now I'm attaching the fabric on the top side and the bottom side with pins. And I'm pinning the second piece. For the quilting, I simply sew a straight line from one corner diagonally to the other corner. And then I mark about 1 inch for my next top stitch. You can make it wider or narrower, and I simply know about how far that is, so I don't need to mark it, but you can mark it with a pencil so that you have even straight lines. And then I'm simply going all the way around from one side to the other, and here I do the perpendicular top stitch. That gives it that diamond quilting pattern. I simply cut off all the threads that are hanging loose and clean up the edges. And then I like to cut round corners. That makes it easier for the binding. And pinning the binding in place, so making sure that it's sitting on straight and even on both sides. So that is worth taking some time to do it right and to pin it in place, and then around the corners there. Checking both sides is always helpful. And then I have a loose edge hanging. Now I'm sewing the binding in place. Actually, you do want to go kind of slow to make sure that you're sewing it on both sides, going slow around the corners, even though they're round, tucking the fabric in. Sometimes you get these little folds, so that's always a good idea to go slow around the corners. I'm checking my back side. Yes, it looks good. And then when I come to the fourth corner, I'm simply going to keep sewing just the binding. And I stop that right there. Cut it off just about how long I want that hanging loop. And then I trim the edges, fold the edge in and attach it to my pot holder so that I have a loop, and then I'm simply sewing that into place. And here's your finished products, your pot holders. They're really easy. I have quilted them. You can leave that out. It's totally optional. They are perfect. They're very sturdy, and they make touching anything hot in the kitchen. That was a cat jumping out of the kitchen. Anyways, they make touching hot pots or anything hot that comes out of the oven really easy. So if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new on my channel, please hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notification. Also, if you have any questions, drop me a comment or a question down below this video. I always love to hear from you, and let me know if you have any other suggestions of what kind of videos you'd like to see. And thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.